electromagnetic induction, presenting the characters.
Hello, I'm Mr. Magnet.
Hi, I'm Miss Mary. I'm Miss Ansi. And I'm Miss Galvanometer.
In Orsted Land, Mr. Magnet and Miss Wiry met on the road to discovery.
Hello, Miss Wiry. This is me, Mr. Magnet. I wonder if you know that I could move mirror charges if you happen to move between my poles.
Really, Mr. Magnet? Why charges? Do you mean my free electrons? I think I have to be convinced you really do it.
Well, don't challenge me. Remember, a gentleman never refused his challenge. Before this day is over, I will prove to you I'm your electron mover.
That's all right. But do you think we need somebody to decide for us? Say, a witness.
So they called on Mr. Galvanometer to decide and settle the matter, or whether Mr. Magnet's claim is true and not a statement out of the blue. And so with two witnesses, Mr. Galvanometer and Miss Ansi, they proceed to verify the truth. And so, with two witnesses, Mr. Galvanometer and Miss Ansi, they proceed to verify the truth.
Mr. Magnet, you first.
Here I go. Whoop!
Attention, Miss Wiley. Look what they are doing to me. Your charges is moving. Look. Is that circuit complete? I can see any sign of battery. Will you please stop for a moment? I'd like to see if my free electrons move. If I also really move myself.
Alright, you're the boss.
I'm still moving. Your charges are still running. You don't need a battery to electric charges? How come? Physics?
Alas, it was indeed surprise to all except Mr. Magnet who's wise, that it really doesn't matter, they still get the same. Mr. Magnet then has to explain the whole idea behind his claim.
Magnetic field exists between my poles. When you move across my magnetic field, your charges experience a force so they get pushed.
The way I see it is that mother, look, my free electron fields are affected by that force.
That's definitely right. That's how electromagnetic induction happens.
Chick, chick, chick. And when those charges move through Mr. Galvanometer, yeah, that must be why his hands move.
Satisfied with the explanation as to how his hands did motion, Mr. Galvanometer challenged.
I know I'm just a director here, and that's okay. But you can surely make it. But how can both of you make my hands move farther? This is getting exciting. What physics will they use? How physics? Physical help?
I think this is what we should do. We should
try.
This is what they decided after the bus session.
One option is I could move faster.
That's right. Of a longer portion of me to move across Mr. Magnet's field.
my stronger brother could also take my place. See? Yeah, so here I am.
Right. On three counts, you're really good in physics. Thanks, my friend. Faster movement, longer wire in the field, stronger magnet. They all push charges faster. I wonder where Mr. Galvanometer's hand would be if they combine all three species.
And so once more, everyone's happy on Orsted land. Mr. Galvanometer, the judge, went home with more physics to tell Mr. Magnet, and Miss Wiry reached an agreement. Meanwhile, with Miss Anstey, it's another story.
The physics now, or they are magnet movements of the light. When there is a strong movement or faster movement of the magnet, longer wire in the field, and stronger the magnet, so that magnetic field is the force.
Now, Miss Wiley, do you believe I have this power of making your charges move?
Yes, I think I am convinced now. But you have to remember, we did it together. Wait, you haven't told me why the hands of Mr. Galvanometer always